Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on, Karima? Thank you for your donation. Maruta, Joe, Sarah, MR, welcome. Appreciate you. MR, welcome, and thank you for your donation as well. We got Oscar and we got SP on the PayPal side. Thank you so much for your donations as well. All right, let's see what's going on. Is PayPal going to refresh or is it going to be a butt to me today? It's going to be a butt to me today. Oh, no, finally, there it is. Okay. All right, first on the list is SP. Will I get a positive response from Christina? By the way, we got a ton of new decks. We got the Little Hermit's Tarot. If you want this one, let me know. We got the kitten one, the cat one. If you want that, let me know. We got the Romeo and Juliet Tarot. If you want that one, let me know. And finally, we have the Great Outdoors Tarot. If you want that one, let me know. All right. So we have a ton of new decks up in here tonight. Sadia, welcome. Stephanie, thank you for your donation. MR, Cassandra, Black Swan, and Bartman, thank you for your donations as well. Anyway, there you go. Bartman, I see your donation. It's right there. Bartman, it's right there. There you are. All right, let's go. Let's go. I got a ton of donations. Let's get a response. Let's get the response from Christina. See how that's going to go. Might as well break in all of the new decks. Let's go ahead and use the Little Hermit's Tarot for this one. I do love this deck. It is so cute. Ultraviolet, welcome. Mizrak. We got Shamanic Journey as well. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. All right, now let's see what's going on. A little bit of a Little Hermit's. It's little and it's hermits. Let's find out how little and how hermit it could possibly be. We got a lot of turtles in this one, but it is too cute. All right, let's see what's going on. Am I getting a positive response? Overall, it does look like that. I mean, they're a little hesitant to give you 100% commitment. They're going to be a little bit pulled back to where they're not going to be overly excited. Enthusiasm may not be just thoroughly in here and moving. It just seems like the King of Coins. Like, I like how things are going. I enjoy kind of how things are. And it's something where they're just not really pushing for anything extra. The Star as well just kind of says, yeah, you're going to get a decent response. It just feels like that it's going to be a little bit too late. They're not going to be 100% with it. You're just going to have to kind of just put up with it. Overall, the Ace of Coins says this is more of a start of something rather than a conclusion. Because if you are coming in here looking for a conclusion, looking for them to just magically be working with you and excited, you know, that's just not going to happen. This is a building block. This does take a certain amount of steps to get going. The Page of Swords just says takes it easy on them. Don't expect a lot going through here. And overall, I think you get a decent response. It's just not as enthusiastic or not as 100% like you'd like to see it as far as that goes. So anyway, Oscar and HP, I thank you for your donations over the PayPal side. Let's get a little D up in here and see if D feels or see if does not D feel. Do they or do they not? That is the question. Let's get the Romeo and Juliet Tarot out here. Put it on the table. Make it happen. See where that is going to take us. Karima, thank you for your other donation. I greatly appreciate that. We got Romeos. We got Juliet's, and hopefully the ending of this turns out better than that story, is what I'm saying. See if that's going to be all right. Little 6 and a 5 wands with a 3 of swords. D just seems to be in this mixture where they're not happy with anything at the moment. It feels like they've had a little bit of strife. They've had a little bit of issue here. It feels like they're not getting sort of blossoming through where they kind of want to be. 3 of swords just says, maybe I'm a little bit more upset than I should be. I'm having a little bit of difficulty wrapping my head around things with that. 6 of wands says they do come around and make things a little bit better, but it just feels like that they're not getting a lot of the things that they want. They're not seeing a lot of the end points that they were looking for, and it just feels like a little bit of a struggle right now. That 5 of wands, they're getting the feelings open, getting things moving. They're just not happy as far as kind of where things are going going as far as that goes. Be random with me. Welcome. Appreciate hanging out. What is going on? We got Yellow is here. Reiki, what's up? We got 4 new decks tonight. We got the cat deck, Little Hermits, Romeo and Juliet, Great Outdoors. If you want any of the new decks, let me know. And we are going to be out there making things happen. Let's get a little bit of Karima phase 1. You know, I want to try the Romeo and Juliet. Karima, I want to try the Romeo and Juliet. I want to see how it is going to work tonight. Oh my God, Julie's back. Julie, it has been a year. How you been? Julie, I haven't seen you in like a decade, Julie. Julie, where have you been? Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. Let's see a little bit of Karima phase 1. This is current feelings for me. Get a little bit of Romeo and Juliet out there. Hopefully it ends better than that story, but maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, let's see what's up over here. 2 of Swords, the 2s. Decisions are bound to be made here. This is interesting, and this is good as your first kind of read, right? Let's see the Romeo, indeed. I mean, you get a lot of 2s here at the end. It says that decisions are finally going to be made, and I think you're going to see some of this push, some of these results where they're finally making decisions. They're finally getting their head out of their butt. They're getting things done. They're making things happen. And it feels like this is kind of exciting. You really appreciate it. And finally, you have some movement happening throughout here. The High Priestess says there's a lot of knowledge that is going to come about here in a little bit. Like they're going to share some extra things. They're going to get some things out there. And you're just kind of like, wow, this is really good. Making some progress. We're finally getting some movement up in here, right? But they have that 2 of Swords with the 2 of Coins. Decisions that have been pending, that haven't been made here, that have been put on sort of the back shelf, are going to be able to be available for us finally and get roaming and get running with that. Queen of Coins said this does have a lot of stability for you. This does have a lot of benefits for you. And I think that's going to be fantastic as well. Julie, I did get your donation. Thank you so much. Let me know what your question is. Julie, it's been a hot minute since you've been around here. What has been happening over there? All right, let's see. Has been thinking about me the past 2 days. Let's see what's going on with that. I mean, we got a little weekend action over here. 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords too with that. 8 of Coins says they have been thinking a little bit. This is more of a, I'm sort of working through things. I really think kind of one of those opportunities, one of the things they have been sort of bombarded with at the moment is trying to work through some things and trying to get to the end, right? It feels like they're trying to close some issues. They're trying to conclude some things that they really have been waiting to conclude, but they just haven't had the time, haven't had the opportunity. That of Coins just says they're kind of working to do that. So they haven't thought of you as much as they should with that. I do think you're going to get more of a connection from this individual as of this week. Later on in the week, maybe Friday-ish kind of thing, you got that Page of Wands. There hasn't been a lot of action, hasn't been a lot of movement, or at least as much movement as you would kind of like to see from this individual. 5 of Swords says they're finally getting away from some of this work, some of this bond kind of thing that they've had to sort of do here, and obligations, as well as the 5 of Cups sort of pushing away, getting the ability to, sort of move past things and getting things going. So I do think that you'll have some more action. I do think that you have a very strong contact from this individual on Friday. Cinderella, Karima, and Jaseline, thank you very much for your donations. We got Julie in chat too. We got Mina. What's going on over there? We got Elaine. Everybody is here. Cinderella as well. We got everybody over here. Man, I'm really liking the Romeo and Juliet deck. This ain't bad. This ain't too bad. It was kind of a little sketch there. I didn't know it was going to read like the Titanic or something like that, but I think overall it's rocking pretty well over here. Bartman is rocking it tonight. Bartman wants to know there. Surprise me with the deck. All right. Never say that to me. That's the wrong thing. We're going to surprise you with the deck, all right? We're going To use the Star Trek deck. We're going to use the Star Trek deck. You wanted to be surprised. Let's get the surprise out there. Mar knows what I'm talking about. Mar, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. What's going to happen when I go to Halloween Parade on Halloween? Any Halloweeny deck is fine. I don't know. You said surprise me, so we're going. I mean, you know, you got some things going on in the Star Trek realm. Let's see if the Star Trek is gonna do us well over here. All right, you go into this parade. How's it going to be? What is going on with that? High Priestess, for the world is hollow and I've touched the sky. Ooh, a little bit of Charlie X, the deadly years as well. It lasts a long time. It just does last a long time. You got the deadly years over here. It feels like you're here forever. It feels like you're growing old over there, and it feels like you've been there way too long. So have a plan of escape to where you don't have to stay for the entire thing. I think that is your main issue here, right? Because a lot of times we park like where everybody else parks, and then we kind of got to wait for everybody else to move, and traffic's horrendous. I really think that's not going to be your thing. I think make sure that you get out, you park a little bit farther away. You're going to be able to get out of this thing a little bit early. The deadly year says, yeah, it feels like that you've overstayed your welcome. This is really kind of dragging on. Just the way it goes as well. You know, you got the Page of Blades with Surely. I do think there's a lot of cool stuff you're going to get pictures of. You're going to have a good time, have a really kind of just sort of a fun entertainment, a lot of good things happening here. And Surely was a great episode. All your dreams came true. And I think that could possibly be here as well. We have a lot of exciting things. We get to see a lot of interesting characters. And I think a lot of people as well kind of like your outfit. You know, they kind of approach you. They'd be like, hey, I like your outfit. The hell's going on with that? You know, really kind of think it's cool. But, you know, just kind of see where that's going to take us overall. The world is hollow and I've touched the sky, the High Priestess. You're going to come out of there with a lot of fun, a lot of entertainment. I think things are going to go well. Just be ready to leave early, you know. Be ready to get out of there a little bit earlier than you had anticipated, in my opinion. I don't know. You said surprise you. There was your surprise. Hopefully you liked that surprise. Mina liked it. Welcome, Mina. Thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right, let's hop over. We got High Priestess, Julie. Julie, let me know your question. We got Oscar, SP, already did you. Let's do a little bit of a PayPal side with OA. Wanna know over there. October's already here. You're kind of stuck in the realm of October at the moment. We'll kind of see where this is going. Tarot at the end of the rainbow. You know, I would like to see if there is indeed a pot of gold at the end of this damn rainbow. I mean, I'm, you know, trying to find the end of the rainbow. I drove forever. I just couldn't find it. I don't know why. It was just weird. I just couldn't find the end of the rainbow. But we'll see if the pot of gold is there. Jesus Christ. We got at least like 20 PayPal donations just came through. Whoa, Mike is back. Mike, it's been a minute. Good to see you, man. How you been doing, dude? How have y'all been doing? All right, we got like 20 PayPal donations. We have to merge them in here somewhere, so be aware. You're gonna have to wait a little bit longer than maybe you had anticipated. Oh man, that 8 with that once October. October feels like it's rushed. And that is the important thing here. Don't be too worried about the rush. I really think that you're under a little bit more stress. You're under a little bit more rush. People want things quicker. We have things that are more expectations. We kind of have, you kind of want to see where things are going to go. But just don't be too worried about it. It's not that important to rush. I think a lot of things are overhyped. A lot of things are a little bit beefier than you would expect them to be. It just feels like that this is kind of a pain in the butt as far as it goes. But just don't take that too seriously. I think October 12th, 13th, things will slow down a little bit, but that is very important over here. You got to kind of figure it out. You know, don't be too concerned. Don't be too worried, but a lot of things are going to move very quickly. And that's kind of one of those things where you just enjoy it. You just kind of, you know, figure out what you're going to do here and don't have any big expectations of kind of where we're at as far as this goes. You do have a lot of new innovations, new opportunities, and at least a fresh start in October, and I think that is one of the key components here that you just kind of embrace and look forward to. So there we go, a little bit of an October read as it goes. The rainbow, Skittles Taste the Rainbow. If you haven't seen that YouTube video, that's a little dirty on the YouTube video side, but I'm just saying, it's hilarious. Skittles Taste the Rainbow. All right, we got HP. You are in the queue. Let's get a Black Swan before we hop over to PayPal once more. Black Swan wants to know what's coming up for R and I next. A little bit of Victorian, a little bit of romantic. We'll make it happen tonight with that Victorian romance. We got to move all these new decks aside. We got to get the one. We got to get the one out there. Silent Victory knows what I'm talking about. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Mar, what is going on? Appreciate you hanging out. Barbara, there's a link right up here in chat for the PayPal. I do not have Cash App. I do have PayPal. So, that's the way it goes. The way it goes. I'm not a modern kind of guy. I'm an old school kind of guy, I guess. But, there you go. There you are. Justine, I got you in the queue. Don't you worry about it. Justine, I got an application that I wrote that tracks everything. Justine. And I am the master of the multitasking. You will find nobody that is better than multitasking than me. I can guarantee that. Anyway, all right, we'll see what's going on over here. R and I next. Seven of Pentacles says, what we've worked for finally comes about. We've worked for some things. We've tried to do some things. We've tried to hit some goals already. We've tried to kind of hit some big points, some big occupancy within the level of this relationship. And I think we're really going to get some results of that, or we're really going to get sort of some payback here. And I think that's good, right? A lot of times we do work pretty hard. We're diligently going forth, making things happen, and we're just not seeing the results. And the good news is you are going to finally see some big results from this. One of the things here is really sort of this emotional connection that you are going to receive out of this. It feels like your intuition is on point. Your emotional maturity has really sort of risen up between, R and you. And I think the moon kind of says that we sort of feel each other a little bit, no pun intended. We have a little bit more of an emotional resonance. I think a lot of good things are coming through and going to be, kind of nice overall. The devil says there's a lot of distractions coming up, though. We have to isolate these distractions. Don't let them do the usual thing over here. It feels like there's a little bit of drama. Somebody else is poking their head into the relationship, no pun intended, and they just kind of have to sort of figure out where things are going to go and sort of how you're going to deal with this. Overall, don't let that be as distracting. Allow what we've already established, the communication, the emotional connection, to be there to lift us out of this. Because the Nine of Wands says we've been through trials and tribulations. It's time to sort of pick up and, go where we have left off in that regard. So there we go. A little bit of a mixture there with some Victorian and some romantic. Let's hop over to the PayPal side. We got HP is next on the PayPal side. We got Julie. Julie, it's been a minute, Julie. The hell you been? All right, Carlos. How's Carlos feel about me? Do they like me? Do they not like me? We gotta kind of, see where that is going to take us over there. All right, we're going to do a little bit of the kitty cat deck. This is the Fantasy Feline Tarot. The Fantasy Feline Tarot. That's what I'm talking about. Elaine, well, thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. Becca Boo is up in the house. What is going on, Becca Boo? How you doing? Good to see you popping in over here. All right, we got some fantasies. We got some felines. We're going to see how that takes us. Colzaya is back. Colzaya, I appreciate you hanging out. We got the PayPal donation over there. Let's see. This is a little bit of a different one because it is going to be a little bit of a landscape deck. I don't know if you're ready for this, HP, but we'll get some cats up in there. All right. So how's Carlos feel about me? I think we're doing pretty good over here. Nine of Cups talks about that romantic ideal. There's a lot of great things in that romance, a lot of things pending that we would like to see right now. And it feels like that we're sort of coming around in that. We're making that happen. happen. The Knight of Cups is the romantic side. I'm adjusting things and making it better. I'm making some exciting things sort of go through here. The Devil talks about this very physical attraction that's really drawing us in. It's really getting us excited with this. So I think Carlos is really focused on that. They got a lot of good things, a lot of excitement with that. Knight of Cups with that Devil talks about that just pure physical attraction, a little bit of that primordial excitement with this. Are you quite ready for this or not? Is this something that you're going to be a little bit hesitant to engage in, or is this going to be, a little bit one of those, is this going to be a little bit of one of those where you're kind of worried about where this is going to go or worried about how this is going to dead end? Is this an AI deck? Absolutely, this is an AI deck. This is as AI as it gets. So yeah, it looks like an AI deck to me. I did go on Midjourney, which is an AI application, and I did basically come up with some similar cat images. Not the exact same, but they were similar enough to where I was like, yeah, all right, I can get this done. All right, Cassandra knows what I'm talking about. Let's see, financially, will I do well financially in 2024? I mean, ideally, we can just win the lottery for you right now. We just go in there, we win the lottery, we make it happen, and that's the way that things should be over here. Let's see if the waterfall agrees. The Waterfall Tarot agrees with us. Julie, you are 2 away. Then we got Mike, we got Barbara, Barbara, we got Justine, we got everybody. We got everybody over here. The reason that your name does not appear up here when you do PayPal is a lot of people have their real names on the PayPal, and they do not like it when you say their real name. So a lot of people have things like TarotOracle as a name, right? So, there you go, TarotOracle. All right, we'll see what's going on with that. Will it do well financially? Hey, King of Pentacles, you can't argue with the results from the King of Pentacles. It says 2024 is going to be one of the better years for you. Is going to be an opportunity where you have a little extra income. You have this excitement. You're really kind of, concerned about where things are going, but things really work out for the best, and I think that's going to be fantastic overall. King of Pentacles is really kind of a no-nonsense. I've got the riches. I know where the riches are going to take me. I got all the good things happening over here. And the Six of Cups as well. So somebody is bringing in some of that. It could indeed be a Pisces over here. Somebody's bringing it in, bringing in a money opportunities, bringing in a little bit of extra income, maybe an opportunity where you can do some investments, maybe something where you could do something on the side. You're like, I have no idea that hobby of mine could actually make some decent money. You just never know. You just never know as far as it goes. Overall Page of Cups just says don't be too emotionally addicted to money. Just let it flow in. Do what you always done. Don't get too crack addicted to it. Overall, it just looks like that you'll do pretty well. I mean, the King of Pentacles is the first card. It's really kind of a no-nonsense card, and really not really, I mean, it's just not playing around anymore. King of Pentacles is that card that says, yo, I'm not playing around anymore, right? I think that's important. Let's use another Push Kitty deck over here. We got the Push Kitty deck. Well, Dee and I meet up this weekend. I think that they have some grand plans for this weekend. Let's see if that includes you. Let's see if that includes you. Yes, 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 and yes. I mean, that's a pretty easy thumbs up. Pretty easy thumbs up. Greg, what is going on? Kay, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out. Overall, this is an easiest yes in the history of tarot cards. Four of Wands, happy home, happy family. And this is an important aspect for you, MR. We need to build things back up. We need to build things back up. And they realize that we're not a happy home, happy family. We haven't graduated to that 10 of Pentacles or that 10 of Cups. We're still kind of focused with the Four of Wands, where I'm using a lot of this fire aspect. I'm trying to maintain things, make it nice, make it go. Overall, Overall, the star says we have plans and we are going to respect that. We're going to make the new happy home, happy family. And the Page of Swords says I'm willing to do what I need to do finally. And that's going to be something where stepping up to the plate has been one of their difficulties, but this is finally something that they can, at least to get some movement, some action on. So I think that is important. Overall, that's just the easiest yes in the history of mankind. You know what I'm saying? Julie is back. We got to celebrate tonight. Julie, how does A feel about me? I mean, Julie, if A is not madly in love with you, get somebody else, because that person's brain damaged is what I'm saying. All right, let's go over here. Let's use, I don't know what the hell we're going to use. Let's use my deck. Julie, I don't think Julie has seen my deck. I'm not sure. Julie, have you seen my deck? I don't know. We'll see. It has a lot of candy in it. It is called the Tasty Tarot. It is called the Tasty Tarot indeed. We'll see where this is going to take us. All right, Julie, let's pray for the best over here. How does A feel about me? We'll see. We'll see indeed. I did not say Mar, I said MR. So yeah, I guess I need to do a little bit more better pronunciation. Yes, I'm educated. Yeah. Okay. A feel about me. It can't get much better than this, I'll be honest with you. Julie, you got a good read on your first day back. It's your first day back in school. You got the best read. You got the best card. I mean, we're missing some lovers. We're missing some Two of Cups. But because it's Julie, everybody's mad in love with you to begin with. That's just the thing, right? Magician with that chocolates, that sweetness, that beautiful magician card over here, that presentation, opening out my arms. I'm ready to sort of embrace this. I'm ready to get a little bit of discovery in the Julie realm, and you're ready to sort of just embrace and see where this is going to go. And I think that's going to be a big component over here. The Sun talks about, again, we have big open arms. It's almost like that they're waiting for you, or it's almost like that they're waiting for maybe for a response, or they're waiting for, some type of hint that you're really ready to go, that you want to kind of see where things are happening, right? And that Sun card, you got two big open-armed immediately after each other cards that just say, I've already done what I need to do. Why are you responding? I think they just kind of get that feeling overall. The Sun says they've made their destination known. They've communicated what they need to communicate here as far as how they feel or what they're doing. Maybe it's been nonverbal. Maybe it's been a little bit on the subtle side. But you got some big majors here. You get 3 cards, majors, big majors as well. The Moon talks about that emotional resonance, be able to put the rocket in your moon, as you know what I mean, and getting a little bit of that thrust going with that. So, I mean, I think they're ready to rock and roll with their Knight of Swords. Says it could be something short term, but if you're willing to go the extra mile, then maybe that'll be something that you can embrace and get going and have some fun with, is what I'm talking about. Julie, you need more fun, is what I'm saying. You need more fun over there. You know what I'm talking about. All right, Stephanie is coming up. First, let's do Karima Phase 2 over here. We're going to do, while we got the Tasty Tarot out, we might as well use it and abuse it a little bit more. Use it and abuse it a little bit more with that. What are his latest, most prominent thoughts of me? Let's see what's going on. What kind of thoughts do we got happening, moving, exciting things going on over there? I'd like to kind of see where that destination is going to bring us. You got a 4 of Wands, happy home, happy family, staying more at your place. This is really focused on building something, getting something going, spending more time together, being able to get together, to have some passion, have some, sort of getting out and getting things done. The 10 of Pentacles is kind of a rough estimate over here of making a home, making a family. I really think it's been very familial kind of feel as far as that goes over here. And I say that not just because of the 10 of Pentacles. But that Four of Wands, making a home together, staying over more, staying over, having some excitement, having some exhilaration through that. The Empress as well over here have a lot sort of the pregnancy notations. And again, I think the biggest, most prominent thoughts right here is building a family, getting a family going, and staying together as a family. Those are the thoughts over here. You do have a pulled pork issue where there are going to be some obstacles that are going to be through here, but I believe that we can get through that. I don't think it's going to be, sort of too bad, and I think things are going to go quite well. But that is interesting. I think that's the first time that you've had that big of a familial kind of look and feel for reading. I mean, the whole deck was just nothing but making a family, making a home, and all this other stuff as well. What actions is he desiring to take towards this connection right now? You have a Knight of Wands with a Ten of Cups, more happy home, happy family. Jeez, this is all over the place. This is all over the place over here. What actions is he desiring to take? Temperance, let's blend the two worlds better. Let's blend the two worlds better. We haven't been able to blend these two worlds like we should have. We've had some serious obstacles to get these worlds blended, and we need to take some action. We need to get some things going, need to get some things ready over here. The Magician with the Ten of Cups, they realize that they're able to get this done because they have that level of control. They have that level of command that they're going to be able to get things moving. And the Knight of Wands has that fire aspect I want it really to do right now. What actions are they wanting to take? I really think that they want to get some, sort of this home together. They want to build kind of this home together. It's almost like we have a continuation from the last read. The Ten of Cups with that Magician, maybe right now, in a place where I'm able to get something done finally. It almost feels like I'm finally able to get something done. And that's interesting when we have the big decisions from this last one. I'm finally able to get some things done, and I'm going to do something about it. So I think that is the action that they have, finally getting some movement on here where we haven't had as much movement as we needed to have. So there we go. Looking really good over there. A little bit of the tasty tarot. It is looking delicious indeed. Over here, I forgot what Mike's nickname was, but I have no idea. All right. When will I receive retroactive benefits? Benefits. Can I spell this correctly? That'd be great. Okay, all right. So we have some retrospect. Yeah, we have some retroactive benefit pay. We're due 56 weeks. That is insane. Sage K, what is going on? Appreciate you hanging out tonight. Let's see. Hey, when will I be receiving this? It has been forever. Ten of Cups, Empress, and a Knight of Cups. Let's go over here to the deck and wheel and see where that is definitely going to take us over here. I'm kind of interested in this Ten of Cups, to be honest with you. Ten of Cups sort of talks about this March 10th timeline. I mean, this could be it. This could be it. I really think you may be looking at March. We're just going straight off the deck and wheel, this Ten of Cups. We finally get something. We have kind of some isolation over here. We have all of this collected, waiting to get it, waiting to make things happen. And then finally, on the other side of the fence, we're able to connect these two things happening, getting this interest, making things happen with this Empress and the Knight of Cups, the ships coming in, the money's flowing in. We're finally able to get that. Yellow, that's right. Sorry, it was yellow. You haven't been here in a while. I forgot. I'm usually pretty good with my memory, but I mean, if you've gone for a long time, then yeah, I'm going to... I'm going to have a memory hiccup as far as that's concerned. Yeah, I really think that you are looking at March for things to happen, right? But I do think you get musings of kind of this feeling of, hey, there are some things happening. There are some things going on. And finally, I do think you get some news, some kind of news in January. But if you're looking for the actual fat cash, then that is going to be one of those things over there. All right. We got BJ is back. We got, let's see. We got J.O. in the PayPal side. We're going to get a couple of reads before we do that. And one of the couple of reads we're going to do is Stephanie is back in town. What is going on, Stephanie? Appreciate hanging out tonight. Let's get a little bit of a Wonder World tarot over there. It is a nice Wonder World tonight. It feels like it's a lot of good energy, a lot of good things happening over here, and I like it. I like it. Today has been great. I did not start a new painting. I got some Legos. I think I'm going to focus on Legos for a little bit, and then after I get some Lego headway made, then I will go back to the old paint. You know what I mean? Do the old paint, and we'll see what happens. Stephanie, hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Ooh, that Justice card with the chest straight into the Justice card. I'm leaving the office that I rented part-time. What the hell is up with this woman that I rented over there? It has not been a beneficial relationship for me. They're glad to see you leave. This is just a mean person, Stephanie. I mean, I'm just telling you now. This is just a mean person. It's almost like they don't like what you do. So maybe if you do something a little bit more on the unusual side, maybe if you have a business that's a little bit not mainstream, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you're not selling fajitas, or I don't know what you do, but it seems that the office that you rented, it seems that they just don't like what you do. They basically just have an issue with that. You have that chariot. Like, I'm glad that you're leaving. I'm really glad that you're leaving. They're almost concerned about some legal aspects as well. We're going way out on a limb, but let me tell you, I'm just, I'm going to lay it on the line. That's what I do. Philippe knows that. Philippe, what's going on? Good to see you. They got the King of Pentacles himself up in the house with the cupcakes. All right. They're glad that you're leaving because you present a legal issue. Going out on a limb, Stephanie. This is way, 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 way out on a limb, but that is what I do. I'm just saying, they feel like that you present some sort of a legal issue for them. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not. I'm just telling you a sign of what's in their head. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. But the Three of Coins says that you're kind of, you just did things in the office that they were, that they didn't like, or they had this opinion of you as a person. They didn't go along with you. But that's kind of just one of those things. They really thought they were going to have some legal issues. They didn't like you as just overall. And I just say this is just a mean person. This is one of the people that is too very centric on what they want to see. And if they see something they don't want to see, then the world is ending, right? You know what I'm saying? It's one of the people that they live in this weird reality that's only their reality, and they haven't really expanded it. They haven't used life as a lesson plan and learned things and grown as a human being. They've got this little narrow little life that they have, and this is just sort of one of those things that's the way that they live with that. But yeah, that Three of Coins, right? A little bit that. Yeah, Stephanie, I'm going to go out on a limb too. All right, I'm going to go out on another limb over here. I'm going to say that there's somebody else that they want in that space, and you are blocking it. Okay, I'm just saying this, right? Tiara Reed, thank you for your donation. Why do I say that? It seems like that you were taking up all of this space. You were taking up this space where you have people queued up over here, and you were taking up that space while they were in the queue. So I'm just saying now that there's somebody else they got in mind for that space as well. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of a guillotine after Stephanie's head's cut off. We don't have her anymore. I can finally get these people that were in the queue, right? And so I'm pretty excited to see her leave. This is the way it goes. That narrow little life that sometimes people lead. You know, you see people like that. I think most people use life as a learning process, right? I'm expanding my horizons. I've seen things. I've learned things. But some people live in their own little narrow lane, and they've done that the whole time. And not something that you can kind of control. But that's the way it goes, right? The way it goes. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Get a better office. Screw her. You know, I'm just saying. All right, we'll go with BJ. BJ is next. Let's see what's going on. Again, we have 1,000 PayPal readings tonight, so be patient with me. Present situation at my job and a future outlook. Let's make it happen. We'll use a traditional deck. I don't know. What is traditional? You mean traditional like the art or the revival art tarot? Maybe. We'll see. Well, this is more of a traditional deck right here. This is my deck. You already know what it is. It's a waterfall tarot, my friends. It is the waterfall tarot. If you like water and you like falling down, you put those two together and you have a beautiful traditional waterfall deck right now. All right, let's see, BJ, what's going on? Present situation at your job and a little bit of a future outlook indeed. Future outlook. Are you leaving? Are you leaving the job? Are you leaving? Somebody else is leaving? Something's going on over there at that job is what I'm saying. Keely, welcome, and thank you for your donation. I'm just saying, well, I think something's going on over that job. You may not be aware of it. You may be. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never assume something at your job based on a fat man reading your cards on the internet. But why the hell do you have a 10 of Swords as the last card, BJ? Why do you have a 10 of Swords as the last card? This really makes me suspicious about that. You want a future outlook and you get a vulture waiting over here. You get a little bit of this 10 of Swords over there. I think either somebody's leaving or you may be leaving over there. I mean, somebody else may be leaving. The King of Swords, if somebody is leaving, they could be of an authoritative figure. They could be a manager, mid-level manager. This could be an unexpected departure. We do have a lot of stories of a lot of different people, from Sarah and a few other people, about managers leaving, managers exiting. We have one person, I have two people in private readings. I have a lot of private readings. I got 3 today. I have 2 people in private readings. They have their managers leaving. There's a lot of managers exiting and kind of looking for something else. But it feels like that could be a situation as far as that goes. If you do have a little bit of a 2 of Cups, it feels like there's somebody on your side for this. Somebody's looking out for you. Somebody's definitely, on your side here, and they're willing to back you up here. They're willing to make things happen. Overall, I think that you're well liked at your job. You have a little bit of this Knight of Cups. So you could have some situation where somebody leaves or somebody is forced out. But, kind of got to get through that and sort of move past that. Overall, it looks like a little bit of change. I mean, this sort of functions as a death card at the very end over here. Knight of Cups just kind of puts this level of, frosting over your job, where you're kind of safe. Everything will be all right. You don't have as much to be concerned about. You don't have as much especially with that 2 of Cups. If you are going to find another job, if you are looking, you could have a good open door, a good opportunity with that 2 of Cups. Just kind of depends on your situation. If you're looking, I think that you have a good opportunity as far as that. If not, I do think that you have somebody definitely sort of on the way out as far as that goes. So yeah, interesting indeed. I did not expect that. I did not expect that at all. That was a little bit of a shocker, a little bit of a surprise ending over there. You know what I'm saying? Karima knows what I'm talking about. Wait, we did like 3 Karimas in a row. Let's hop over to Jaseline first. Then we're going to come back to Cinderella, and then we'll do a Karima, go silent victory, Elaine. We do have J.O. in the PayPal side. J.O., you're going to come up here in a minute, somewhere in the mix. And to see what's going on with this, Jaseline, I'm kind of curious. We have the Great Outdoors Tarot. I don't know. Do you like camping? Do you like the Great Outdoors? This thing is mighty thin. This thing is mighty. I got it for free, so I don't really want to make fun of it, but this thing is mighty. If you're watching this, the person that gave this to me, I'm sorry. If you're watching this, I'm sorry, but this thing is mighty thin, dude. All right. just my opinion, of course. You know, entertainment purposes only. Never assume something is mighty thin based on fact. But yeah, I mean, you got a little bit of the thin going on. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe y'all like it thick and meaty. I don't like it too thick and meaty. You can't do much with it, but it is a little bit on the thin side. Let's do a bend. That's a pretty big full deck bend. I got to say now, that's a pretty thick. That's a pretty big full deck bend, in my opinion, of course. Anyway, we'll see. Is it thinner than a Llewellyn cardstock? Yes. In my opinion, yes, it is. Anyway, Jaseline, let's get you out in the campsite, get you in the great outdoors. What is the outlook for this year? This year's kind of almost over. I don't know. You got the sun and the tower. The big revelations, the big bad news, the big changes you already know about. And I think that's going to be a good thing. You already understand. You already know. You understand where things are going. And I think you have all of the information that you need in order to proceed with kind of the next thing. You're kind of, able to, you're able to get that process and get that moving. So overall this year, if you want specifics this year, you got a little bit of family drama coming before the holidays. The holidays is going to be like, you got to go here, there, you got to go everywhere. It feels like that too many people want you in too many places, and when the holidays sort of come around with that, right? We got just too many family things, got too many friends happening, too many things going through here, and it feels like we need more, right? But I do think you're aware of most of the issues you are going to run into, and that's going to give you a boost as far as this goes. But just be aware of a little bit of a shakeup, especially around November 8th or 9th. Be aware of those dates being a little bit more in the shake-up realm. So yeah, we need some water. We got Brookshire's purified drinking water. Too bad about the cardstock, and that's why that I got the Tasty Tarot for $330 GSM black core, because I didn't want this. I didn't want that. Look, that comes up to here. That is it my imagination? Wait, watch. That comes up to here when I flick it. This person's never given me another deck. I can tell you that now. They were like, do you want this deck? I'm like, I have featured that in the news for like 4 months straight. I would love a copy of your deck. And then I go and make fun of it. They're not gonna be happy. They're never going to mail me another deck in my lifetime. I'm never going to see another one. Tiara, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, now it's time for Karima, the next phase. What are we going to do? Oh, Karima. Karima. It is near Halloween. We are in October. I am going to do October news. Don't worry. Tiara Marchetti. Where the hell is Cinderella? Cinderella, where you at? Cinderella, where you at? Cinderella, did you know that Tiara Marchetti is coming out with a new deck? Yes. I got a notification over here that Tiara Marchetti's coming out with a new deck, and I might buy it. It looks the same as all the other Tiara Marchetti decks, so I don't know. I'll look at it, and I might buy it, but I've bought like every deck he has, so I'm getting kind of burned out. You know what I'm saying? It's like I've collected all of the Lego castles or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, do I want another Lego castle? Not really. Do I want another Tiara Marchetti deck? Not really. I mean, I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, oh my God, I got so much. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's just me though. That's just me, though. And I thank you for your donation as well. Appreciate you. But yeah, we'll see what's going on. What will I see from him from now until January? I mean, we're going to get really specific over here. Ace of Cups. All right. You see, we're not even going to read your question, apparently. We're going way on the other end of the spectrum. But yeah. Ace of Cups says you got somebody that really is interested in you. All right, Karima, between now and January, you got somebody that's interested in you. And I think that they have a lot of interesting pieces about them. I think they have this allure about them that makes them a little bit different from most people that you've met before. We're going all out on a limb right now. I'm just saying that. Why is that Ace of Cups over here next to that Queen of Pentacles? Somebody's bringing in the home run. Somebody's bringing in the beef on the Wendy's sandwich. I just think that somebody else is coming through there in between now and January. So if you got, just sort of be aware of that. Now, what are you going to see from him from now until January? 10 of Wands, I think too much. They get in that realm to where they're just overly excited. They're overly pushing for this stuff. And it's just almost like this is too much. They're just going to become a parody of themselves between now and January, especially when you started hitting the holidays. They're going to be all out in the open. They're going to be doing all sorts of unusual things over there. Strength card says they're going to really want to just embrace and they're going to be a little bit on the needy side. I think they're going to sort of come across that, especially again as we get into December, but it may be because you're a new arrival or something, and they may be kind of feeling maybe I need to compete, maybe I need to sort of get some opinions out there or sort of do some stuff. But that is interesting. That is interesting indeed. That ace over there, you may have a secret admirer from there. Where is his mind right now about getting a commitment? Hasn't been crossing their mind quite a bit. King of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, you got that. You got what you need over here. We got this big moving thing too. They talked about a little bit of that Dubai aspect. They talked about a little bit of escapism. And you have that with this Seven of Wands over here. A little bit on the defensive side when you bring it up, but are they thinking about it? Yes, I do think that they are. I do think that they are thinking about it. You have this Five of Swords. It's sort of cutting them into pieces. You have all of these little parts and pieces that need to be handled for that, but there are some thoughts, there are some organizational things, steps that they are going to at least try to be making as far as this goes. Because Ace of Pentacles says, I need to get started, I need to get things settled, I need to get things moving in the right direction, and that is going to involve them, taking some action. You are going to see a little bit of that. And that sort of filters in with this 10 of Wands. Is it going to be too much as they start moving ahead? Maybe. Maybe indeed. But yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, a little bit of the Poe knows. You know what time it is. It is time for Poe knows indeed. Cinderella is next. Let's see what Cinderella wanted over there. All right, let's see. We got Elaine with a double question. We got, we got Kolzaya with a double question as well. Let's see if we got Kolzaya with the double question. All right, let's see what's going on over here. Cinderella wants October and love. Are you ready for October love? October love is going to be a little bit different from, be a little bit different from there, I think. October love is going to be a little bit different for you. I would like to get a little bit of a teddy bear on the table over here, right? Look, a teddy bear. It's about time. It's about time. We got Reiki over here, knows about that dancing bear. We'll see if the teddy bear is going to get us a teddy love like we need to embrace this sweaty teddy love. All right, October love is going to be decent. It's going to be poor. What kind of things are we waiting on? Oh, nice, nice. Opportunities not abound, but I think you have one really good focused opportunity that we can jump on. We can see where it's going to take us. We can see what's going on with it. The Ace of Wands gives us a little bit of the fiery aspect that we've been waiting for, but it's not just flame on like the Fantastic Four as far as it goes. It really feels like love is culminating into sort of this direction you would like to see, or this exciting kind of place that you would like to be. It's not like fantasies come true. It just feels like that fantasies are definitely looking in the direction that you kind of been waiting for them to go as far as this is. So you do have a little bit of that 5 over here. I do think that you do have some suitors that may be somebody you really didn't kind of want to sort of fully get into. But overall, it just feels like you're getting what you want. Fantasies are looking good. A lot of the dreams are looking good, and you kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, at least in October for love. So it's looking pretty decent. I like it. I like it quite a bit over here. Yeah, the dancy, sweaty teddy love is what I'm talking about. Mina is, next is my job and my sister's job in danger. We got a little bit of the hostile co-workers. Ain't nobody got time for hostile How do you have hostile co-workers? How do you... Like, I mean, you go to work and you go home. Like, who wants to stay at work and cause drama when you're not even getting paid for it? Nobody. Nobody with that, you know? I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. All right. Is the sister's job in danger? Actually, I think so. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Sis' job is in danger indeed. How do you define in danger? I think there's a level of drama that could ultimately affect the sis. It feels like that she's sort of carrying around too much of this, and it is sort of affecting her work. It is affecting her ability to produce the way that she really needs to at work. And I think that she's getting stabbed in the back by one particular individual over there. The happy home, happy family has been a little bit shattered with some competition. The interesting part about this is the competition isn't really there. This is something that has been produced and created by this person, and it just feels like it's a big waste of time, but the person's going to do it anyway because that's what they do, and that's kind of, you know, where they kind of want to focus things overall. But yeah, I'm going to say so. If it continues to affect her, if she continues to get stabbed and does nothing, you know, you do have a little bit of a overall issue with that. So, you know, I didn't expect that to go that direction, but hey, you know, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you the way the cards say. I'm not going to dress it up. That's not what I do. I'm not going to dress it up. All right. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but I'll let you know what the cards say and only what the cards say. I won't jam my opinions in there. All right, a silent victory is next. What kind of silent victories can we get over here with the Cappy baby? Ooh, look at the capybara over there. That's what I'm talking about. Jesus Christ, I have no more room for tarot decks. I'm booked out completely for space for tarot decks. I have no more room. I have no more room on the tower. I got no more room on this shelf. I got no more room on the table. I got no more. I've started putting them on the top of the computer. I got no more room on the computer. I got no more room over here on the speaker. I got no more room on the little shelf that holds a monitor. I have like 30 tarot decks on this table, on the monitor, on the speaker. I got like 5 on this other table, and then I got 50 over here on. I don't got any room. I think I'm done. I think this is, where the hell am I going to, I got to start giving away some tarot decks. It looks like I need to start giving away some tarot decks. I mean, I'll literally maybe giving away some tarot decks very soon. Oh man, all the decks that I have, I really like though. I don't really want to like give any of these away. I'm looking around. I just don't see anything I want to give away. All of these I really enjoy. I mean, I'm not going to give away the ones I really like. I need a bigger house. Now, I need a better storage system. I'm reaching my limit over here. Anyway, all the tarot that I have that I haven't given away, I really like them. So, and the problem is I like too many of them. So that's going to be my ultimate failing. I like too many of them. Anyway, will I go to newly purchased house in 3 years? 5 of Wands says no. 5 of Wands says no. We have a little bit of issue with that. It's almost like the places that you're looking are out of your range or are not available. I really think the housing market does crash between now and 5 years from now. In fact, I think if you give it 2 years, you get some better opportunities, but it feels like the pay crashes as well. It feels like the savings crash a little bit as well. And it feels like everybody is inundated trying to get a house. You're competing with too many damn people with this 5 of Wands. And I think it's just going to be just rough competition. If you're willing to pay top dollar, I think you can get something. But overall, I think it's going to be very competitive. It's going to be very difficult to kind of get in the area that you were hoping for. Anyway, as far as that goes, Elaine is next with a big dono over there. And let's hop over there to J.O. We got Kolzaya in the mix. Let's get Elaine over here tonight and see what's going on. Oh, we got so many good decks. We got, see, I try to grab a deck and I knock over 3 more. I try to get a deck and I knock over like 3 more decks. Bohemian Gothic is a goodie. Will there be a potential job offer for me? Interesting. You kind of want to see that, right? All right. Let's see with that. See what's going on here. Potential job offer, yes, 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 and yes. You have a pure yes over here. It feels like somebody's willing to offer you something. It looks nice. It looks nice indeed, right? Kind of interesting as far as that goes. All right, I really think that the 3 of Cups talks about that uniting in a job, the getting a job that you're looking for, that you're wanting, that you're sort of pushing for. The 4 of Pentacles talks about an availability to a job that has not been available yet, that suddenly comes open, and it's almost like this really weird timing to where you're able to get this, you're able to get moving, you're able to make this happen just in time. Just in time. That is interesting indeed. The 6 of Cups said it is offered to you as well. So just luck timing as far as this goes of finding a job, and I think that is basically it, right? It did basically it. All right, if you're looking on the interview, I think that you did well. King of Pentacles is a good interview celebration kind of thing. I had everything that they needed. I have everything that they're kind of looking for. The reception with the 6 of Cups and the 3 of Cups as well says you got a good reception. You have a very good reception. So I think that is looking very nice for you indeed. All right, let's go with the second question. A bit hesitant about the design job. I think you did all right. All right, let's see. What does the Cups of Tarot and a Pentacle mean from my night dream? Ooh, we do have a dreamy tarot. We're going to switch to that one. I was going to use the Bohemian Gothic for both, but I got so many tarots. Might as well use a specific one over here. Get more of a little bit of a dreamier deck with a tarot of the Dr. Mystical moments. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be it. That is going to be it. Well, yeah. We'll see about that. Build the shelves. If you build it, the tarot will come. You know, unless I put myself in this like this little jailhouse to where there's a big wall of tarot behind me or something, I really don't see it. All right. What does the Cups and the Tarot and the Pentacle mean from my night dream? Knight of Cups. This is about emotion. We're looking for someone. We're looking for an opportunity. We're looking for a clean slate to get us where we need to go in romance, to get us where we need to go in love. We haven't been there. We haven't opened the door enough, and this is sort of the time to get this done. I think we have some great romance happening. We have some good things sort of pending as far as that goes. The Devil says as well, you're kind of in that mood, in that mode for something very physical, something physically satiating, where you have some cool stuff stuff going on over there, especially with that Queen of Swords. That is just nice over there. It talks about the communication. It talks about somebody, you know, sort of filling that need, no pun intended, where you kind of need to be, you need to go. And I think that's going to be something important. It's all about romance. It's all about getting the curtains drawn away and seeing what's really there, seeing what kind of romantic opportunities, what kind of physical needs that you have, and sort of getting those satiated as we sort of go across there. All right, there we go. We got the tarot, the Dr. Mystical Moments over there. I don't know, maybe I could have a shelf. So maybe I could have like a door. So I close the door, and on the inside of the door is all my tarot decks, inside the door is all my tarot decks, and then I open the door, and then I can leave the room, right? So I close the door, my tarot decks are here, I open the door, and I can leave the room. So give me that space, and with that, so I'm boxed in, and then I'm not boxed in. So boxed in, not boxed in. I think I'm going to design it. I think that I am going to design it as far as that goes. Elaine, I'm just telling you what I got. I really didn't see any job offer in there. I mean, it's all about, you know what I'm saying? The cups and what have you. Just got a lot of cards in that realm. J.O. is next as far as this goes. Let's see what's going on. J.O. See where this is going to take us over here. How much update you need to make from resume updating? All right. Let's see what's going on. Let's dive a little bit. Am I running out of space? Well, I mean, I got like 500 tarot decks. Yeah, I'm running out of space. Running out of space. So this is, how much updating do I need to make to my resume to find a well-suited full-time job? Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty clean. How much updating do I need? Well, let's go for a little more Bohemian Gothic over here and see where that is going to take us. Maybe get us where we kind of need to go here. Maybe. We'll see. How much updating my resume do we need to go? You know, I think the Bohemian Gothic could be decent as well here. Page of Swords, not much. It's almost like you're not getting it in front of the right people. I really don't think that it's a resume problem. Again, we're going out on the limb. I don't think it's a resume problem. You have this Four of Swords. You put a lot of time, you put a lot of effort into here. It seems like that based upon the job that you're applying for, you do need to have a custom resume. So if I'm applying for, let's say, a application developer job, I'm going to put all of my application development experience on the resume. Maybe I have another version with my painting experience, another version with my tarot experience or something like that. It just feels like that it needs to be customized. It's not like Lord of the Rings. There's one resume to rule them all. It feels like we need different ones, right? The Six of Wands. I think the resume that you have does do well for kind of the industry that you're going for, kind of the industry that you're sort of pushing out. But the world just says we need more of a variety, maybe some customized resume with priority being and the wording being on the particular kind of position that we're applying for. If I'm applying for tarot, if I'm applying for painting, whatever I'm doing over here with that. The Page of Swords just says the resume may not be the biggest problem as well. You could have a problem with basically targeting. Who are you targeting? Where are we targeting to get this full-time job? Who do we have competition with as well? And I think that's going to be sort of important is to sort of hash out what is going on, how am I doing it, how am I able to sort of push through this and make it happen. So definitely sort of expand your horizons there. Maybe try for something a little bit different, expand the radius that you're willing to drive or go to get some of these jobs as well, and as well have sort of a very specific resume if you're doing a very specific job kind of push as far as this goes. So there we go, a little bit of that. But you know, intuitively, it just kind of feels like that it's not that big of a resume problem. It's more of a targeting problem, and it's more of, where can I be? How can I expand and see where that is going to take me kind of thing as well. All right. Obviously, entertainment purposes, never adjust a resume based on fat men reading your cards on the internet. Let's do a Baroque tarot. Let's do a Baroque tarot tonight. Oh, no, wait, we got, what I want to do? I want to do tonight is, I got a little bit of an excitement over here when I saw Karima phase 3, phase 4. I saw Karima phase 4. I was like, you know what? It's time for the Mons Tarot. It's time for some movement. It's time for some things going on. Things happening. Let's see what's there. Will he eventually catch strong feelings of love? And if so, when? If so, when? Hanged Monster is interesting. Talking about that enlightenment, talking about the feeling distribution over here, making things happen. It feels like that they do need some time. They do need some perspective and seeing things from a different perspective coming through here, right? The Seven of Swords. I think the more time that we spend together, the better things look. It's almost like, that as they start spending more consecutive time with you, we've talked about that, then they start to see this really is going to work. This really is something functional. Does that make sense? So let's say that I'm driving a Maserati or something, right? And I drive a Maserati, but I only get to drive it around the block. And I'm like, man, the Maserati, it's uncomfortable. It's not as fun as I thought it was going to be. It's all right. I'll drive the Maserati if I have to. When I hit a dip, it makes, it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? And as I started to drive it, I'm like, this thing is fun as hell. I love this thing, right? So that Justice card, I'm finally finding balance. I'm seeing things as they really are. I'm seeing things in this perspective of excitement, of, wow, this really is something amazing. And the disappointment that I had seen before is sort of fading away. Some of the negative things I've talked about. So the Seven of Swords talks about we need to escape together. We need to move forward together and make some things happen. And then we get that enlightenment as we start filling more times, as we start driving the Maserati a little bit more. We're like, man, I don't know what I was thinking. This is the best thing I've ever driven. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so there we go. All right, how's he viewing me? And then we got KN, a little bit of the Kolzaya action. By the way, I will be here tomorrow. I will be here tomorrow night, which is unusual because I take a day off. But I have, they're going into my lungs and they're trying to take out some of this cancer. So I will not be here on Wednesday because I have surgery to take out some of this cancer that's spread into my lungs. So I'm out. Wednesday and Thursday, I'm out. But Tuesday, tomorrow, I will be here because I want to make sure that everybody gets a read. We can hang out and we can have some fun. But anyway, how's he viewing me? We got a 5 of Swords. He's viewing you as you have defeated a lot of the things that you've kind of sort of wanted to have. You've really sort of made strides. You've made some big impacts. You've made some big things happen over here, right? You have that full. You have this adventurous life. You have a lot of freedom. You have a lot of excitement. You have a lot of that. And they're a little bit jealous of that. They're a little bit jealous of your freedom. They're a little bit jealous of how much you've done, how much you've accomplished, how much things have gone well with that. The King of Swords over here just says they've communicated that before. They really appreciate you. They really enjoy your company. And that's just kind of how they're viewing you at the moment. Tarot Magician, I need a reading if you're reading tonight. I lost my damn Apple remote. I have no idea where it is. I am like super organized. I'm like super organized. Everything has a place. So I have no idea where my Apple remote is. I looked everywhere. So if you're reading tonight, I desperately need to know where the hell my Apple remote is. I mean, it's just driving me bananas over here. I know I can get another one for like $40 or so, but it's really bothering me. Like, where in the world did it go? Like, it didn't just vanish. Like, it didn't just magically disappear. I have no idea where this stupid thing is. It's really bothering me. I don't know why it's bothering me this much, but it is. Maybe I'm just that pathetic in life, you know? But I mean, I don't know. I keep everything in one spot, and I don't know where I went. Anyway, but, you know, I assume that it fell. I already assumed that it's under something. I assumed that I went to another room and set it down. I assumed all of these things, and I have no idea where it is. What is Daniel Craig thinking? Me today. Ooh, that Ten of Cups with that King of Cups. They're very emotional about you today. They have this emotional surge. They have this emotional look and feel going on through here. This is somebody who does have some very positive emotions overall, and I think that they are very looking at that. That is going to be very strong for them, very good for them as well. But yeah, that Ten of Cups is just, you know, it's just all right. It's just looking good. We have a happy home, happy family. We have some good opportunities over here, and I think that's going to be, you know, fairly decent as far as it goes. So I like it. I like it quite a bit. I think we can work with this. Hierophant. They're getting serious about something over there, and they're going to let you know. They're going to let you know a little bit, you know? They're going to let you know with that. All right. Woo! We got it going on tonight. Let's do a little bit of Keeli, a message from the spirit guide. See where that is going to take us over here. Oh, man. We'll see it. We'll see it. You're after Keeli. You're after Keeli, K-N. We got Keeli, and then we got the K-Ns, and then we got Tiara and the Ans, and then we are out of here. We are out of here. We'll see what's going on with that. All right. Tia is never lazy. I'm pretty lazy until I get excited about something, and then I do it, and then I conquer it. Here's my pattern. I'm super lazy until I'm excited about something, and then I go conquer it, figure it out, master it. I get bored, and I'm lazy again. And then I'm lazy again, right? So that's my pattern. So if I want to paint, I'm like, that looks really difficult. And then I'll go do it until I master it and figure it out, and I'll do it perfectly. And then I'm bored, and then I go back to sitting around watching TV. All right, message from the spirit guys. King of Cups. It is not time to be isolated emotionally. And I think that is something that maybe have bothered you, that may have sort of come about. The King of Cups says, don't be isolated emotionally. Be available, be ready, kind of be ready to go emotionally, and don't be sort of put out by some things that have been bothering you a little bit, or some challenges you may have been facing or whatnot. The spirit guide says, be in tune with your emotions and don't let other things drag your emotions down, because if you do, you're going to be all over the place, and it's going to be like everybody else is micromanaging you, and you don't have the level of control that you need. The judgment says, start something new. You know, you've been doing the same thing. Start something innovative. Start something new. Start something exciting. Do something that's going to be a little bit differently. It is time to recreate yourself, to rediscover some sides of yourself that maybe you just haven't embraced, and maybe you just haven't done. You just haven't sort of, done well with. Overall, the Chariot says, get moving. I do think that you do have some big movements ahead, especially in 2024. So get moving on those. Those are going to be all right. I do think there's a level of uncertainty with some of the movement, but don't let the uncertainty block you in and kind of constrict you as much as you think that it might. All right, we got KN Final. They've been waiting all night. They've been waiting all night. She loves Mid-Journey. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I need Mid-Journey to give me some painting ideas. Some painting ideas. I need Mid-Journey to do it to me, to give me the painting excitement. See, in Midjourney, you can tell it to go ahead and give you some ideas, but in the style of Kincaid. So it'll make a new Kincaid stylistic painting idea, and then you can go chase that, right? You can do that with Rembrandt. We can do that with Kincaid. We can do that with everybody. And that's why I love Midjourney, because it gives me some innovative painting ideas, and it'll spit out hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, and then I can print them out and do them later, and I have so much exciting things to go there. All right, current feelings of the Sag. The Magician, Four of Wands, and the Strength. If you're willing to wait, you're going to make a happy home with this individual. It feels like this individual is on your side. They are ready to do some things, but they are going to make you wait. They are going to make you wait as long as they can for some weird reason. It's almost like that they need to be in control here. They need to have some energy that they don't have yet. Like they're draining energy around you, or they're draining your energy. Don't let them affect you that much, okay? Have control. Have some things go well with here. And the Strength card just says, yeah, that's going to be something. We have to have some patience with them. Don't let them drain your energy. If you're willing to get through that, we have a brighter tomorrow on the other side, indeed, over there. All right. We have a love relationship between me and the Sag in 1.5 years. I don't think y'all are going to be together in 1.5 years. In fact, I think y'all are going to be done with each other in 8 months. All right? You know, close that. That's just the way I roll. I'd rather tell you the truth. I'd rather tell you the truth. The Star, the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, straight on it.
Hooray!
Straight on that. Straight on that. Yeah, 7 or 8 months. Enjoy it while you can. I don't think they're going to be around 1.5 years. I'm sorry. The Star says you do have a potential to get back together after, sort of part ways. But I really think that this person starts to work your damn nerves. I'll be honest with you. I really think that they just overwhelm you a little bit. They just you get bored with them. It's just not something you're willing to let drag out. Not willing to let drag out over there. The Ten of Pentacles, happy home, happy family. We may have another chance at this, but again, 7, 8 months, I think we are done with that Sagittarius. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never break up with the Sag based on Fat Man reading your cards on the internet. But yeah, Tiara is next. Let's get some Tiara over here. Oh, we got this beautiful decks out here that we got. Look at this. Look at the Little Hermits Tarot is what I'm saying. The Bob Ross. Do you need a Bob Ross painting generator? All you need is happy trees, some mountains, and you can make your own Bob Ross painting in like 30 minutes. But yeah, that's it. That's it. That's a shame. That is a shame that all of the Bob Ross original paintings are not for sale. They're in a warehouse in boxes. They're in a warehouse in boxes. You cannot buy an original Bob Ross painting. You just can't do it. And that is a shame. That is an absolute shame, because those things would sell like hotcakes, man. I'm just saying. Anyway, what is my man Roberto's relationships with? Oh, Jesus. I'm not sure. He says he's like a sista, but I want to know if he's going to...
Are they cheating on me? Those panties ain't right.
If he's going to be stripping the panties off that sista. Temperance, Hierophant. You don't see any cheating, or you don't see any bad things here. I think that they are indeed, a little bit on the separated side. Two of Swords, we're living separate lives. We have differences with that. Ace of Wands says we give each other ideas, innovations, inspirations. We have a lot of good things happening here. But the Temperance says we live in two different worlds of the Two of Swords, and we blend those together sometimes. But it's just a little too heavy for us to engage in anything else. I think that, I don't know. I think it's just it's a non-sexual thing. You don't have the lovers. You don't have the devil. You don't have the Two of Cups. You don't have any the Seven of Swords. You don't have any of these. You just don't have any of these cards here. And I think that you just have some, it's just sort of a decent connection over here that works, but we're not willing to blend those two worlds together right now, at least. So there you go. Anyway, let's blend this together with a little bit of Gregory Scott over there. Little known fact about Bob Ross, indeed. You know, they got all the paintings are in a little bit of warehouse. Oh, man. What happens if that place catches on fire or something? You got like generations of paintings just gone. Another little known Bob Ross fact, by the way. Did you know that every painting that he did, there's 3 copies? There's a copy that he did before he started the show where he got the idea. There's a copy he did live. And then there's an additional copy that he painted. So 3 paintings for everyone you see on his show. So add up all of the paintings he's ever done, multiply by 3, and that is the totality of the Bob Ross. All right. Is a possible future that I can be with G? What I need to know. I think there is. Look at this beautiful kissing, this beautiful love connection over here with that 4 of Wands, making the happy home, happy family over there. And yeah, I think that's pretty interesting indeed. Looking pretty good, looking pretty decent over here. Yeah, 4 of Wands says yes. 10 of Cups says yes. 3 of Cups says yes. I really think that there is a potential future with G. I think G has somebody else in mind, indeed. But once they sort of settle down, once they get a little calmer, I think that you are definitely a beautiful opportunity to make that happen. It's like that he has somebody that's talking about you or that's encouraging him to talk to you as well. So yeah, I think there's a lot of good things. Yeah, he used to be a drill sergeant. And then as his last day as a drill sergeant, he said that he was never going to scream like that again. And that's why he had that calm demeanor. He had that calm voice and stuff like that. Anyway. All right, let's see. By the way, was it Bob Alexander? No, it was Alexander's Art. Anyway, there was his mentor was Alexander. Anyway, I have a bunch of his DVDs, and in Bob Ross's first episode, he said, my mentor, whatever his name, Alexander, taught me these things, and I would like to share it with you. And that was on his very first episode, and he kept the thing going. The guy, the Alexander guy, though, he was very weird, very weird. I don't know. Now it's bothering me, so now I got to go look it up. Bob Ross mentor. Who is Bob Ross' mentor? Bill Alexander. That's it. Bill Alexander. Yeah, Bill Alexander. Anyway, but Bill Alexander, he's all over YouTube too. You can see he basically does the same thing, but he's not as, he does a lot of it outdoors because Bill Alexander had some issues painting indoors because of the fumes and stuff. Anyway, all right. Now that I redid a major part of my project, would people like it much more? Yeah, 3 of Pentacles says that you're more focused on where you need to be. It's almost like that you have things laid out better. You have things a little bit better organized, and people like to see that. Page of Swords said there were some things that were just all over the place, maybe a little bit confusing, maybe a little bit too much too soon. Page of Swords just has this big mixed, like everything was being mixed together and it wasn't working. Ace of Swords says the redid part makes it really better, right? Makes it really sort of more promising, and it delivers more of what it had promised as well, indeed. But yeah, that wheel, the wheel of fortune over there is interesting too. It says that this is sort of your norm. This is sort of your norm now that you have it redid as well, you know, sort of your norm. There's a lot of people in art that really didn't think that they were going to be an artist. You have a lot of people in art. Wilson, who is that Wilson guy? He was a carpenter, and then he got in art, and yeah, there's a lot of people that like accidentally fell into art. Anyway, love reading general. It looks pretty bad. It looks pretty bad for love. Be patient with love. Don't try to force anything. Don't try to rush anything. This is definitely something where we have to let the love opportunities, we have to let things go like they need to go and let things develop like they need to develop over here. That Nine of Swords just says worrying too much, trying to force it is not going to really get you where you need to go here. It's not going to be something that's beneficial over here. Overall, it just looks a little bit rough in the next 2-3 weeks. Be patient with it. Let everything go. Again, don't try to force anything. If it just naturally occurs, it naturally occurs. And I think that's going to be your best option. And the final Bob Ross trivia for the evening is Bob Ross got the perm in his hair to save money. He wanted to save the studio some money, so he did the perm in his hair so he wouldn't have to have a makeup and a hair guy in the studio, and it saved him a ton of money. So there you go. Enough Bob Ross trivia for the night. We will see you. I will be here tomorrow. We will see you then.